Hello, I am Mary. Thank you so much for coming back and joining me again. Today I want to talk about a matter that's going on. Cards are jumping out all over the place. Thank you guys for coming. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And this is for entertainment purposes only, and everything I am saying here is alleged. Okay, so let's get on with it. I am reading on Jenifer and James Crumbley. I want to know what kind of parents they were. Now, for those of you who don't know, their son, Ethan Crumbley, took a gun to school in Michigan and shot up. Ended up killing 4 students, and I think wounding 8 others, including a teacher. And the reason I want to know about the parents is because it looks like today they have charged the parents with 4 counts of manslaughter because I have a feeling it's the way that everything was handled. Now, just to give you a little background on it, this happened on Monday. I think it was Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, that the father bought the gun, and I think the child, it was supposed to be for the child as a Christmas present, but he's too young for that. And I don't know, I guess kids, people do different things with their kids at different ages, so I can't say he's too young for it. But I mean, legally, he shouldn't be able to just have a gun laying around that he can pick up and put in his backpack and go to school with. That's too trusting of a child who hasn't developed. Well, he's old enough, but doesn't know the consequences of his actions, basically how bad it can be. But the thing that I'm concerned about is that they've issued this warrant for the parents, and the parents are nowhere to be found. Now, this happened around noon, one-ish today, and the prosecutor told us about the charges, but they can't find the parents. So there's a manhunt going on for the parents. Now, this has been going on for hours. Let's see, it's around 4:48 now. So over 4 hours since they issued the warrant for them to turn themselves in. Now, the sheriff's department can't find them. For a while, they said that the attorneys weren't in touch and could not find them. Okay, so now recently they've said that they're not on the run. That the attorneys for the parents are saying that they're not on the run, that they are on their way back, that they left town for their own safety. So how far out of town did you go? That it's been 4 hours and they still don't know where you are. Okay, and I don't know if the attorneys are, I'm sure they're not obligated, I don't know, to say where they are, but they should be able to tell, like the sheriff department or whatever, where they are, even though they're not telling the media. But all this time they haven't shown up. Okay, so I want to know what kind of parents they are. There's more to this also. I just want to get this out. The child was in class, in case you can look it up. He was in class looking for ammunition for his gun. The teacher caught him. She told the parents. So he was trying to buy ammunition online. So she calls the mother, texts the mother, tries to get in touch with the mother in every way she could, emailed her also, and never got a response back from the mother. She was telling her what was going on with her son. Never got a response. But we find out now that the mother emailed or texted the son and told him, laugh out loud, I am not mad at you, you just have to learn how to not get caught. Okay? So this all happens in the same day. So then he's got these drawings going. He's got these drawings where he's drawing people being shot with blood, a gun, asking for help, saying that everything is over, the world is coming to an end, crazy stuff like that. So they send him to the office. They call the parents. The parents get there. They tell the parents in 48 hours, you need to get him into some kind of counseling and that kind of thing, right? When you take your child home, he's asking for help. He's saying that things are ending. You have these drawings. He's saying he needs help, okay? But you leave and you send him back to class. Now this is where the school, I think, should have stepped in and said, take your child home. Not only did this happen, but their kids were saying they knew that he said that he was going to do this because he's made posts online, on YouTube, on his channel about it. So some of the kids stayed home because they knew that there was going to be a problem. Now, you can't tell me that the kids knew and nobody told the teachers. So this is where the school comes in. You know, a lot of schools have metal detectors. Urban schools, I think they should do them in all places, okay? Okay, so you're so trusting, parents and officials in the office, principals, that kind of thing, that you let the kid go back to school. Nobody checks his backpack, including his parents. Okay? So he leaves the office and does a shoot 'em up and kills people. The father hears that something is going on. He runs home to look for his gun. He calls the police, tells them about the shooting at the school. And they were saying that like 100 calls came in. I'm sure the kids were texting and calling 911 and that kind of thing too. And it says, he calls the police and says, I think it's my son. I think my son got my gun out the safe. Okay, this is within minutes of you leaving. Okay, so yeah, manslaughter, whatever you can charge them with, because this is crazy. Okay, because these kids could still be alive right now if it wasn't for stupidity of the parents. Anyway, let me get on with the reading. I just want to know what was going on with him. What was going on with this Ethan Crumbley in the home of his parents, Jenifer and John Crumbley, who are on the run right now and supposedly are going to turn themselves in. How could you leave your child sitting there in jail? Because they did move him to a jail facility, because who would want him to be in a facility where kids are having problems, juvenile facility, and here he is, he's a murderer. Everybody should be afraid, you know? Anyway, so they leave him in jail, and people are looking for them now, so I want to know, who are these people, Spirit? I'm here at unfit parents. Tell me about the home, Spirit, that Ethan was in. Okay. Card just dropped out. 7 of Spears here. 7 of Spears. There were some things going on, and in the home, he was in defense within the home, trying to defend himself. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Let's see what else comes up here. Okay, Spirit, tell me what's going on in the home of Ethan Crumbley to make him think that his life was over, ask for help, his parents walk away. It's a Page of Spears. Some news coming fast, unexpected. Okay. Eight of Swords. It tells you right there. He felt that he just had no wiggle room. He was all tied up. You can see here, he felt like he was in some kind of prison or something. And maybe school was his escape. Not making excuses for him or anything like that. But he felt like he was tied up. He didn't know how to get out of whatever it was. And maybe this is mental. Maybe it could have been mental. Okay? But we got the 8 of Spears there. And we got the 7 of Spears and the 8 of Swords. King of Swords. That's his father. That's his father. His father, I think, was probably tried to show his manhood, or with those swords. I think his father had problems as far as being the man in this particular case. Okay, because they're usually leaders, and it was like he was trying to show that he was the leader, that he was in charge, that kind of thing. So what else was going on in that house? In the recent past, it looks like Ethan became very, very confused. There was some mental stuff going on with Ethan. He didn't know which way was up and which way was down. And here's the 10 of Cups. Yes, it was something going on within that family. There was something going on within that family that was a little off. And it had to do with partly that father, I'm sure, trying to wield his authority around. Okay? Next up we have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. I think that this is probably Ethan trying to get away with something he knew. And this could even be his parents at this time who are on the run. There may be more to the story, guys. Somebody's trying to get away with something. Something was going on in that household. Okay, let's see what else. Light's going to be shown on whatever it was. Whatever drove this boy to doing this. I mean, you can't... He's 15. I guess we can't blame the parents for everything that went on with him. But they should have, at least that day, if they weren't paying any attention to their child before, after they got that call and they came into the office and they explained everything that was going on, at least at that moment, check him out and see what's going on. So some light's going to be shown on whatever's happening here with him. Okay, he was burdened. He was burdened. Queen of Cups. I can't imagine this being his mother. I cannot imagine the Queen of Cups being his mother. This must be another person, another female figure in his life, because with the mother saying, just try not to get, you should learn how not to get caught. You're going to have to learn how not to get caught. I can't see her being that nurturing mother, unless she was the mother who tried to be friends with her son. Now, that's possible. Instead of disciplining him, being friends with him. And that could be because this father here is wielding a sword. Okay, yeah, that Queen of Cups there has me just a little bit baffled about, like, her feeling, because this Queen of Cups she's about feelings, and I wonder if there was someone else that he could have talked to, maybe even a teacher or something like that. We see this Queen of Cups here. She's praying. I don't get that from the mother. I don't get that as his mother energy. Okay, let's see what else we have. the Empress. Now, the Empress. She is, now, I could see this being the mother more so than the Queen of Cups, because she's all about abundance. But I think we're looking at this in a different way with this particular Empress, because she's about abundance and creativity. But I think that this mother, she thought that she was using her resources to be friends with her son instead of working with him as a mother should. I think she did quite the opposite. So it looks like, I'm going to pull a few more cards off for clarity here. Let's see, what else, Spirit? Yeah, he was definitely burdened, and there's going to be a light shown on why he was burdened. It's all going to come out. Let's see. We have next up the Knight of Coins. Now, as you can see, this Knight he's not moving. It's time. It's like, I think this is more or less Ethan. He can't do anything now. He's just still. Because this Knight is about maybe like a teenager or that kind of thing. He can't do anything now. He's just at a standstill. And we have the Two of Cups. Now you can see there that fire that's going up through the middle there. I think this is about division within that household. Now it could have been division between that mother and that father, because we have quite a few swords here. Swords and wands. And with that final outcome being that Empress, it looks like there was something going on with the Seven of Swords here. Somebody was trying to get away with something, and you have the Eight of Swords, in which Ethan felt like he was all tied up in a sense. Could even be mentally. He didn't know which way to go, that kind of thing. He couldn't get clarity on anything. And it shows up here again in that Seven of Cups. Let's see what else. Okay. We have the Ace of Coins. Of course, this is about a new beginning. This is a new beginning for all of them. Okay. Ten of Swords comes up. Traitor. Okay. Ten of Swords are about being stabbed in the back, being betrayed, all of those things that go along with someone working against you. That's what was happening in this home. But no matter what was happening in the home, he killed 4 people. He's 15 years old, and he injured 8 others. So, I mean, parents are on the run. They leave their child in jail. That's the kind of parent that they are. Something else was going on that I am sure, will come out sooner or later. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords, all about heartbreak. Heartbreak. Okay? So I think he probably was a little intimidated within his home. There was some things that were going on that we can't see right now. But let me see if I can get Spirit to give me a little more information on this to see exactly what was going on in that home. What was going on, Spirit? What was going on with those parents, Jenifer and James Crumbley and Ethan? What was going on in that household to make him feel like he needed to bring a gun to school? Okay, 3 cards, too many, but I'm going to keep going. Wow, they're still jumping out though. Okay. What was going on in that home to confuse Ethan Crumbley? What kind of neglect was going on there? Let's see. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups. Celebration. Now, you know what? I'm looking at this, though. I am getting the energy from this. There's a lot of drinking going on in that home. Okay? That actually did come in upside down. Although I don't read cards upside down, but there's a celebration or some kind of, I think it has to do more with the alcohol. Justice. Justice. Now, why would justice come up? There were some legal things going on with the parents. Okay, let's just see what else. We have the 4 of Swords. 4s are normally about stability and boundaries, that kind of thing, but it's like in this particular case, there is like a Jesus person or an angel over a person that's laying still. So somebody's been, I want to say, resting on some information or keeping some information quiet. Let's see what else. We have the 9 of Spears. Now this is all about standing your ground. Six of Spears. This is about victory. Okay, let me just continue to pull here and see what I get. The 9 of Swords. It's about worry. This is the High Priestess here, and this is about secrets. We have the Strength card here. It's about a woman that was trying to be strong. 5 of Spears. Chaos. 4 of Cups, disappointment. Wheel of Fortune. Of course, their fortune is going to change. The Moon. 8 of Coins. That's about the work. And the Queen of Spears. Okay, let's stop there. At the bottom of the deck we have the Magician. Now in this particular case, I think that Magician is about being a little devious and trying to get his way, doing some underhanded things as far as that particular Magician goes. I'm interested in this 4 of Swords here because it's like someone is laying rested there. But someone is over them. And in that last reading, I saw that something was going to come to light. This is this particular card to me, this Four of Cups here, is telling me, when I look at this, that there was some disappointment as far as between the father and the mother, and the father is handing her another cup to make up for it. You can see here with this Five of Swords, there is a lot of confusion going on in that house, a lot of chaos and battle, and it looks like maybe she tried to stay strong, but there's some dark secrets going on here with this Priestess. Okay. Well, I will say this. I believe that there was some alcohol, or with this Three of Cups here coming in upside down the way that it did, that maybe there was someone has an alcohol problem, maybe drinking too much. There was a lot of chaos within the home. And I think the father was maybe the mother probably was the strong one. And maybe she ruled with an iron fist. I don't know. But it looks like the son tried to lay low and keep things to himself with this Four of Swords there. He tried to stay out of the chaos, but something was going on with that. There, again, this Moon card showing up tells me that there was a lot of deceit and things going on in the dark that's going to come to the light. Their fortune is going to change. I think the father's the one that's really going to be in trouble when everything comes out. He's the one that's going to really be in trouble. I think he with these two cards here, I think he thought that he had some kind of victory, whatever was going on there. There was some kind of, he thought he had some kind of victory with the mother, in which he's handing her this other cup. But she's disappointed. Okay, guys, like I said, that Magician at the bottom just tells me more that there was some stuff going on. Five of Coins here. Ethan felt like he was just left out in the cold. His mother, I don't know, she shows up here as an independent person. So there were some things going on with the mother-father. That family dynamic was not what it should have been. And, you know, maybe Ethan was trying to let everyone know that he needed help, but no one. When the father left, the mother and the father left without the child. I don't know. It seems like they should have called CPS, Child Protective Services, or something, after the child, you know, putting on paper that he needed help and that kind of thing. Okay, everyone, I'm going to do a final outcome, and I'm using a different deck. I'm going to use Volbus deck here. Probably not pronouncing it correctly, but anyway, I just want to see what the final outcome of this particular situation is, Spirit. See what the final outcome will be. And we have Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Now, this looks like to me, normally the twos are about balance, and it can be about division. So I think that in the end, Ethan is going to be trying to figure things out, trying to get balanced. But I see here a very confused, shocked looking person in this particular card. So it's not going to be a good outcome for him. Look at those eyes. Okay. Yeah, he's feeling very unstable right now. All right, you guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. And let's just watch this case and see what's going to happen. Thank you. Bye now.